All right, members and friends. So, yeah. So we're back in the study club here. Oh, grandson just discovered he had a hat. What kind of hat is that?
Mine.
Uh-huh. And what is it?
It's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What kind of hat?
It's
Who wears this hat?
Andres.
Yeah, that's Andre's hat, but who wears it?
It's
Police. It's a policeman's hat.
yeah, policeman hat.
Yeah, hat. Hat.
I put on.
Sure, you can put it on.
Okay.
Put it on. Okay, so we opened up the room. Both of us noticed, right? It's moving too fast. Sorry, people. Anyway, it's kind of, you can really smell the ocean and the salt, right? I'll open up the window. I'll try and move a little slower. I'll open up the window, which I do to air it out. This seaweed, I don't know. I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to put it in there, in between the two, and then kind of flatten them out and put it in the sun. Some I'll leave inside, but I'll take half out, put them in there, those things. And then, like I said, dry them in the sun. Hopefully they'll retain their color. That's what I'm thinking.
Nana, look.
Oh, yeah. He's in riot gear. So.
Nana, look, my soccer ball.
Yeah, you're finding all kinds of stuff in there, eh? Oh, no. Oh, no. This is all new toys for him. And then I got the pump. And I'm going to set up a little system here. You can see what it looks like. I don't know if anything's moving around in there. I don't know if that little hermit crab made it or not. Doesn't look like it. I see something upside down there. Where is it?
Nana, look. The soccer ball.
Alright.
Nana, look, mine.
Yeah, so hold on.
Nana, look. Mine.
Okay, members and friends. This is not the pump that I wanted. There's a part missing from this one here. Sorry. I'm missing the cover for it. Oh, can't see half the time here. I'm missing the cover. So, until I find the cover, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try and work with something like this. Maybe if I just bring out the... Let's see, I can just bring up the bubble a little bit because it doesn't need... Very noisy. I wonder if I put something kind of over it, like this, I could change the direction of the... Let's see. That's not any better. Okay, well what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a control from here, so I can make that lower. And I've added an extra rock in here, just in case something is alive and it wants to crawl out and get out of the water, you know, get some air, right? So, anyway, we'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I've considerably brought down the velocity of the air bubbles, right? And I did it through this. I can even bring it down lower, see? And I can do 2 separate sections, which I will do. And then one, I'm going to make it so that the water is being pushed into this filter. This is a little charcoal filter. Okay, we're not going to throw things.
A rock?
So, we'll see.
A rock?
Alright. Okay.
Huh?
You can say it now.
Okay. I talk?
You have to watch, don't you? Can you see? Go ahead, talk.
Okay. Now, I just there.
That's right. And what this is it's a little charcoal filter.
Let's talk over here.
That I put a hose through that's getting a little bit of air.
Hose juices.
Getting a little bit of air. So the air gets filtered through the charcoal.
I talked that one.
When it goes inside.
And I talked this one.
Okay, you want to talk about that one?
This is, where's that?
It's a sea pond.
Sea pond.
Mm-hmm.
This is sea pond.
And we have seaweed in it.
And what is that?
We have seaweed in it.
Now what's that?
There's rocks in it. Seaweed.
A rock is this?
Mm-hmm.
A rock.
A lighthouse.
A White House.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll be back.
Okay, my friend.
Okay, members and friends.
Okay, my friends.
So here's the seaweed.
This is seaweed.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to... Looks like it's already starting to dry. So we're going to take it, as you can see, and we're going to put it in there. Just like that.
Nana,
Just hold on.
Nana, I took this one.
Okay?
Okay. This is seaweed.
Uh-huh. And what are we going to do with it?
The
We're going to take it and we're going to put
I
it...
take it there.
Uh-huh. And we're going to import it because it's already pretty much dry
Right.
before it gets real brittle.
And
And then we're going to put it over there, as you can see. Right? And this is why, see, because it's sticking on here.
I took this shells.
So I kind of have to move this fast.
I took this shells.
Hold on a minute. No, we're working on this. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm
I
going to
took
go like
the
this.
shells.
And then I'm going to take a piece, put it over the
And
top of
I
it.
took this shells.
Okay, talk about the shells.
Okay.
He likes to look through the camera while he's talking. Okay.
Okay, my friends. And I will make a necklace.
Uh-huh.
That one. The black.
Okay, we're going to make a necklace with that one. Look at the camera. With that one.
That one.
And what else are we going to do?
Well, the shells.
Uh-huh. Maybe we'll make a mobile. Mobile.
Mobile.
We'll make a seashell mobile. All right, people. Oh, yeah. Okay, so as you can see, this is what I've done. So you can actually pick it up. And move it around, look at it. I don't know how well the color is going to retain itself, but I'm going to have to open it up a little bit because as you can see here, that little piece in there is not quite dry, so we don't want it to mold, so I'm just going to open it up and let it air out for a bit. It doesn't take very long for this stuff to dry. Same thing with this. Some of this stuff is a little more wet. I don't know. Found myself a little hermit crab in there, so hold on a minute.
I see the big spot.
Okay, members and friends. So I'm just making these little show and tell things for the kids, right? And we have some kind of little larva crawling around. It's right there. Just moving around on its own time. I can't really see. It's right there. Can you see it? Trying not to move the camera. There he is. So I wanted to have him if I stuck him in that water. Probably die. Either or he's going to die. I'm going to stick him on the rock with just a tad bit of this seaweed. I rinsed this one off already under fresh water, so whatever this is still moving around. I'm just opening it up so that when it dries, I don't move it and then I just put the cover on top of it and just came across this little dude. Alright, so we'll just transport him into the ocean pond and see what happens. Hold on. Okay, I don't know how this thing got his butt over there when I went to go get some more seaweed, but it did. I didn't move it. Some kind of maggot. It likes the seaweed though. Oops. It wants to hide in it. It prefers it more dry. Alright. We'll just move it over and see what it does. We'll see where it migrates to. Alrighty-o. I don't know how long this is going to last for. You know, before it goes putrid. Right? Because it is very small. body of water. And if you look at the temperature, look at the temperature, people. It's pretty warm. You know, we're going into our 90s in here. Almost 90 degrees. That's pretty warm. Now, mind you, these things, they will be on the beach in a puddle of water under the sun all day. So, or a good part of the day. So it still lives, but, you know, it's a totally different environment, right? So we'll just try it for a little while anyway. I don't know, my little grandson was in here, my son. They kind of turned up the bubbles. I'm just trying to keep them low so that, I don't like the way it smells. It smells like ocean water, you know, very salty. Let's see. Oops. I want that one just to be a little smaller. So we'll see how it goes. Hold on a minute. And then these things, I decided to use the seaweed. It's kind of like a glue. Alright. I'm just giving it a chance to dry a bit here, so as you can see, because otherwise this stuff just floats around, you know, there's nothing in there to hold it in place, right? It's probably best to lay these things out as flat as you can as soon as you bring them home, but anyway, you don't have time for that. So, as you can see, it's that type of seaweed is right in there, so hopefully it won't move too much. That's why I'm putting this on, and I'm going to put something on top of this to kind of flatten it out, right? I mean, if I have to, I'll pull it apart, but or just like loosen it up on the ends just to give it some air to dry out, but we'll just give it some time and see what happens. You can see these ones are not dry yet, right? And then same thing over here. Right. Just kind of holds it in place so that once it really dries, it's very brittle, it breaks off very easy. It will be less apt to break off in here as it's being handled, right? Kind of keeps, right? So it's just kind of like a base for this one here I haven't put down completely yet. I'll just open it up, right? Trying to flatten it. That's what I'm doing here. I'm just experimenting. That's why I'm thinking to put something on top of it. Right, and that's okay because these ones are really, oops, sorry. These, what happens is I'm looking at my hand and my camera goes like that. But anyway, these ones here were pretty dry when I put them in there, but the seaweed was pretty wet. So what I'm trying to do is, like I said, I'm trying to get the seaweed to kind of act like a glue. So I put a couple of extra strips in there, and as you can see, I'm just kind of squeezing it in so it hugs the leaf, and then hopefully the leaf won't break once the whole thing is completely dry. It will hold its shape. But here I couldn't really do anything because when I threw it on the tray I didn't really kind of spread it out. I just did it quickly because I was in, you know, busy hurry, right? I only have so many hours in a day to do things. So, and then I left one piece here so without any green, just so that you kind of get an idea. But you see what I'm doing here, right? Okay, members and friends. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this going for. I'll keep it going for a while, right? Maybe I can buy something cheaper in terms of salt, easier to cook up or mix up or something from a pet store. I mean, it depends what happens with the algae. If the algae picks up, then fine. If it looks like it's dying, then that's it for me. I'm pretty much done, right? Because, you know, this is just a kind of a, you know, just to pretend, show you, kind of just for fun, right? I mean, unless I can get some kind of equilibrium going in there and throw a couple of hermit crabs and they'll live, then maybe, you know, we'll do that for a while. But outside of that, this is pretty much what we've got right now. You can see I just got the bubbles not too far. I gave it a little more irrigation just to kind of, you know, boost those plants a bit. If it makes a difference, I don't know. Temperature's dropped a bit. A bit. Where are we? I'm right here. You can see temperature's dropped a bit. We're getting into the 70s now. All right. But by tomorrow it's going to pick up, eh? So, you know, again, these are cold water plants. So it depends, you know, it depends. It doesn't look like it's dead, but definitely needs a bit more water in there, I would think. So we'll have to figure that out. I'm in here, Andre. I'm in the study club. I'm impressed with these things. I'm in here. I'm in the X Club right here. Yeah, over here. I'm impressed with these things. I think these worked out pretty good. You can see. So far, anyway. You know, we're gonna just... I'm gonna... Before I try and seal them up on the sides and everything. That little bug. It didn't make it. It was actually in there when I put the thing on there. There it is. So... I guess when we talk about that, kids will see that. Andre! Andre! Oh, there you are. And then you can see, hold on, I'll just bring this back. Hold on. And then you can see this one here. Just make it so it's a nice backdrop here, right? You can see. You can turn it around. Right, so that's kind of cool. Right, it's not as tight flush as I'd like it to be, but you know, for now it's good enough. I'll figure it out. And then there's this one. I still got it a little open, right, because I'm trying to dry it out, so it's not completely closed yet because it's still a little damp. So we got that seaweed on that side, and then on this side we've got that seaweed. So hopefully the lettuce green seaweed will keep everything in place. Right, so when I take them out, you know, they're not going to be falling down too much. This one here is a little suspicious. You can see it's already starting to move in there. There's a piece that moves, but it's not so bad. Okay, so I'm going to upload this now.